Okay, I had picked up 4 more. I thought that was the hard part. Nah, this is tricky dickier. You can't put it all up in one piece. Had to cut around that stud, cut around that board, and 8 feet is of course not long enough. See, it goes down to that. That's it. And I brought it right to the middle. So the other one's going to start at the middle and go that way. And look at the cuts I have to make. 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts on that side. So I did it the same way I did this one, cut it in half. That's a stud right there. So I could put a couple screws in there, but there's no need. And then I had to cut around that, so I cut the piece out and put it back in. Yeah. And this stuff can't really be moved. This stuff can, so I can work on this. But 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts, but the first piece will be a 2x4 cut. A 2x4, well yeah, there's quite a span in between here. I guess that 2x4 should be there. It's nailed down anyways. I didn't nail it down, I don't think. But it's keeping the trusses, other than that one there, that cross brace. So that one I added for extra support for the, but the chimney sits more on that end, so. So we'll do this side. If I can at least get this done, then it's going to reflect more my way. So, yeah, we're getting there little by little. It's still not bad out today, and tomorrow and the next day it's supposed to be in the 70s, pushing 80, so I don't need the stove running yet. And it sounds like somebody walking on my roof. It's leaves dropping. They're almost done. But anyways, I had a lovely score yesterday. I took a break from insulating. All I did yesterday was pick the 4 sheets up in another box of them screws, because I cannot find these things in the screw form. So I'm making them. Take it off of here, put it on there. Boom. Because these trusses, well, trusses in general are too up when you're pounding the nails into them. So if you're doing a wall, which these are designed for, because that's exactly what it is, it's French. Really? It's all French. But anyways, if you're doing an outside wall, that's sturdier than the roof trusses. So, but like I was saying, I had a good score yesterday. I took some time off of insulating and did some actual scrapping. Hence the name K&D, scrapping. I did a microwave yesterday. Look at that. Both on the transformer were copper. You don't find too many of those around her anymore. A lot of them are either, see, here's what's left of the transformer. A lot of them are aluminum, like those. It's generally what they are. Aluminum's replacing copper to be the all-time favorite. So I took a couple one microwave, a couple small fridges. That microwave, that's the one where it came out of. Oh, look what I left in there. Oh my. Well, I guess you're going back on the truck. That's a magnetron. I didn't pull it out. There's the other microwave. It didn't have it had the aluminum. And the fridge did not have any thing to go after inside. See? There's no fan or nothing. And look at that. Looks like it cooked. That's probably where it is, in the ceiling. Like it's not in there. Like it's sealed unit. So there's no copper to chase. So I didn't chase any. As I see, I have to take that magnetron off while it's still fresh in my noodle. Anybody interested in an antique jack? An old bumper jack, tripod. Works fine. It's totally adjustable. See, you can adjust it. for any size. You got an old car, 70s or earlier, they had the bumper jacks. My old Dodge Monocle had the bumper jack. It actually had the part that went in this little hole in the bumper. Like it was like the size of your finger. You depended on that to lift the whole car up. So, but anyways, I'm going to cut that one next. So, I bought 4 sheets. Figured I'm going to destroy 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if there's anything extra, like there really isn't, because it's 10 feet long, not 8 feet. So I still have to add, take from this part that I cut off. It's not big enough. I could maybe stick it farther down the wall. Maybe. I'm not sure. But we'll see. It doesn't matter. I can't return any of them. So once you take them out of the store, that's it. So, but anyways, we'll let you know how it goes. Well, we're getting there. I had to make cuts there. I couldn't, well, that one had to be. This one I had to cut because I couldn't get it around, maneuvered around all the pipe and the cuts, because it goes lower than the cuts. So, and plus with that beam, so the only way I was going to get it in a kind of a unbroken piece. So, but hey, I'm not sure if I'm going to put that insulation around the chimney. We're going to let the stove run for a while and see how hot it gets up there. If it gets too warm, then that stuff is not going anywhere near. That's close enough. But now I can start working on the bottoms on this side. That one actually needs to be trimmed, unless I just put a board there and screw it to the board. It's a different thoughts, because I have nothing to screw to at the end here. Unless I put a piece of trim up, but I can't get my drill in there, so I might have to float a board closer up and then have it all the way, because the styrofoam is light. It can hang a little bit, because look at this stuff's hanging already by a foot and it's not going anywhere. So if I put that board all the way across, you know, even with the bottom of these, because they're pretty well the same, that'll work. And then it'll secure that. And I still have to do this little corner yet. And that'll, yeah. Hey, it's already 100% better than this garage has ever been, because it had 0 insulation. Now it's got about 75% insulation. So, and heat rises. Heat will go up here more than it'll go that way. So, and I wanted to get this side done before I get the stove lit, because it'll be too hot to work above the stove and around the stove, because I don't want to get burnt. So, it sounds like it's raining, but it's leafing. See, leaves are coming off this tree finally. There's the extra pieces. That's the off cut. And no, they don't work anywhere. I can maybe make them work on this side, but it won't start in the middle. It'll go halfway down. So, but we can use them. Might be saving one piece for all the cuts. We'll see how we get. Capiche? This one won't have as many tricky cuts, and it's wide open. One cut there, one cut there, one cut there. Otherwise it goes, look at the wind blowing through there, eh? Well, it's not sealed tight, see? I don't want it sealed tight. Then carbon monoxide builds up, and no. I'd rather have a breeze come through the wall or the window frames than you fart one day and you still smell it a week later, you know? I like fresh air coming through. Our old farmhouse was like that too. It was 100 and some years old, and 9-foot ceilings, and you close the curtains at night. If it was really windy, you could see the curtains moving. Put your hand by an electrical outlet on the wall and you can feel a breeze. But I didn't mind, because we heated with a wood stove and that let in fresh air. So no carbon monoxide buildup that way. So no worries here either. So anyways, that's how far we are. So I gotta go curbside this afternoon, so I'm gonna be by myself. We'll see what happens.